Gemini, welcome. Welcome to Stardust Tarot channel. This is your monthly shadow work tarot journaling experience for May 2023. Please keep in mind this is not an individual reading, so if something doesn't resonate with you, leave it for someone else. And just a little warning, know that on occasion, subject matter in these readings could be triggering to some individuals. I do try to warn as Spirit warns me, but do keep that in mind, okay? So grab yourself a paper and a pen, some markers and glitter and crayons, whatever it is that you need for your journaling experience. We're going to go ahead and pull 2 journaling shadow work prompts here. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to grab your supplies, and let's get into it. Spirit, we ask for the messages and the best and highest good of the Gemini collective. Oh, we got 2. Question 1. When was the last time your shadow or dark side made a significant appearance? What did that appearance point to? What were you needing or wishing for? This card corresponds to the Devil, which is number 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. Again, when was the last time your shadow or dark side made a significant appearance? What did that appearance point to? What were you needing or wishing for? Question 2. How have your relationships as an adult been affected by your childhood caregiver or caregivers? What needs were unfulfilled or not modeled for you? Where do you seek clarity in relationships most often? And again, how have your relationships as an adult been affected by your childhood caregivers? What needs were unfulfilled or not modeled for you? Where do you seek clarity in your relationships most often? Okay, so now we're going to get into the tarot, starting with a shadow trait. Spirit, please show us messages for Gemini's best and highest good here. One shadow trait that needs to be highlighted at this time. Shadow trait that needs to be highlighted. We have the 5 of Needles in reverse, the Ace of Needles in reverse, and the Justice card in reverse here. Seeing a sense here for you, Gemini, that you feel like nothing is fair. No one tells you the truth. And you're tough as nails. You're tough as nails here. But the world is hard. It's harsh. It's unkind. And it's just the way it is. Right? I'm seeing a fear of justice, a distrust of the justice system here for some of you. Difficulty with finding the truth. And let's see, why have you been holding on to this worldview here? Gemini, why has Gemini been, holding on? We have the 2 of Candles, the Chariot in reverse, and the Hanged Man. So at some point you were ripped away from something in your younger experience, and this may have happened to you multiple times, where someone made a choice for you. Again, going back to how have your relationships as an adult been affected by your childhood caregivers. I feel like some of you were ripped away, or your family was extremely slow to make choices, and they didn't often involve you or help you, right? These were not not qualities that your caregiver or caregivers necessarily had here. And so you've got a distorted perspective of reality from this particular viewpoint here. Knight of Presents underneath the deck. If you're not in control, it's not right. Often you feel like someone, people are not going to tell you the truth. You got to be the biggest badass in the room for yourself here. And for some of you, this causes a sense of superiority. But it really comes from not being able to trust yourself here, because you have not had the experience of trusting others. Let's take a look at a hard truth. Ooh, there's a little. Is that everything? Okay. So we have the Five of Candles in reverse, the Knight of Candles in reverse, and the Six of Needles in reverse. No, my deck's not upside down. Just in case you're curious. Avoiding confrontation is not... Avoiding confrontation and avoiding healing here. You don't want to trust others. You don't want to believe that someone else could be in the right or having your best interest at heart, helping you to do well in life. You don't believe anyone's intentions are clean here, and it's because oftentimes you've been afraid, so you haven't felt like your own intentions were clean. Oh, excuse me. Feeling like you don't often have clarity on what other people's intentions are here, Gemini, because you feel like you can see the other side of the situation. You feel like you can see what their bad intentions could be, and so you automatically are believing that. It's time to put that aside. Okay? Let's take a look here at the practical application of this. Three of Candles. Some of you don't feel like you have any friends here. You might be surrounded by people, but you're feeling alone. You feel like you stand alone here. And we've got the Seven of Needles on the bottom of the deck as well here. Feeling like you've been hurt a lot in your life, and you're holding onto that and having a hard time lighting other people's candles or letting them light yours here, because you don't believe their intentions are true. Okay, and how to care for yourself during this time of shadow work here, Gemini? The Two of Presents in reverse. Stop looking at all the sides of the situation here. You need to follow your intuition and stop thinking the worst of everyone that you meet, okay? Yeah, we got the Seven of Potions in reverse as well here. A lot of you need to realize that your choices here, you're looking at all the, I don't know if you can see this really well, but all of these bottles, when they're in reverse here, they're like pouring out the ghosts, right? So you're looking at the ghosts and the bottles that are upside down here. You're looking at what's that things are pouring out, not at the possibilities that they have for your future here. Okay? So a good thing to do at this point while you're doing this journaling, you know, about when the last time your shadow or dark side made an appearance and how your relationships as an adult have been affected by your childhood caregivers here, take a look at the choices you didn't take and why. Okay? We're going to go ahead and pull a couple of these Zen moment cards here. Help guide your meditative thinking. And if this was helpful for you, Gemini, please give me a like. Feel free to share, subscribe. I've got a lot more information and different kinds of readings and things coming up here over the next coming weeks. And I'd love if you join me for that. If you understand things are just as they are, if you do not understand, things are just as they are. Truly, it's all about how we look at it. Aim above morality. Be not simply good, be good for something. Henry David Thoreau. So as you take action over, you know, the next month or so, and you're working through these journaling prompts and you know, working through this shadow issue here, pay close attention to your feelings and ask yourself, why what am I feeling? When you have a negative feeling coming up, remember that our shadows point to our wishes. What are you wishing for? So as your shadow comes up, says, hey, I'm here, stop and ask yourself, what am I wishing for? I find that many wishes are simply for connection, communication, feeling like you're able to connect with other human beings. And I feel like that is at the core of what you're dealing with here, Gemini. So again, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this was helpful. And please, you know, stick around, see what we've got next. Be blessed and have a great month. See you in the next video. Mwah.